Hey guys, I put together another video for some awesome data packs which are all available for Minecraft 1.18.1. There's some really interesting packs this time around, and you can find all the links to them in the description below. A few of these packs might link to a Patreon from Planet Minecraft, but they're still free to download. With this data pack, you'll have custom hearts instead, and you'll only start with a single heart. To unlock more, you'll need to complete some quests, which can be seen at the top of the screen. The first will ask you to kill 10 villagers, and doing so will provide you with another heart. But each heart also has abilities of their own, and some abilities will allow you to see all nearby mobs when taking damage, take no fall damage, or equip you with a miner helmet, which lights up the surrounding areas. Some of the quests involve killing creepers, mining obsidian, or killing blazes. The Moonblade is a new sword which can be obtained by combining 10 diamond blocks, enchanted golden apple, and a diamond sword. It's pretty expensive. After hitting an enemy with the sword, they'll be given the slowness and weakness effects. By right-clicking an enemy, you can send out a bolt of lunar energy, which marks them. If you then sneak and right-click that target, you can dash towards them. If you press Q to throw the Moonblade, then it will launch outward swinging, hitting any enemies in its path before returning to you, like a boomerang. Even when you're just holding the sword, you'll be given the speed, resistance, and night vision buffs. You can use this pack to expand on Minecraft's aquatic features. Occasionally, you'll come across new locations underwater which look like different ruins, with some even feeling like small cities. There's going to be lots of hostile mobs in these locations, like skeletons, guardians, and drowned. But there's also going to be lots of loot, so you'll definitely want to bring night vision and water-breathing potions with you to explore. The pack does include new loot tables too, so you'll often come across chests being themed when it comes to their contents, such as prismarine, coral, or food chests. Minecraft Explosion Rebuilder is really fun to use. When an explosion goes off in your world, such as by TNT, creepers, or wither skulls, the damage they cause will be repaired after a few seconds. It's quite satisfying to watch the blocks slowly come back. Even if you have a chest with items in it and it explodes, it will be rebuilt, with all the items back inside. So you might want to use this on a server if you're playing with friends, so that griefing is prevented. Necromancer essentially allows you to summon minions, who are the undead. To start, throw a book and a skeleton skull on top of each other to give yourself the Necromancer book. Inside the book, you can see that you can summon the likes of skeletons, zombies, and husks, as well as custom mobs like the Frozen Archer, Fallen Hero, and Dragon Slayer. You can throw the required items on the ground and summon them from the book. They'll fight alongside you and use their weapons to take out anything you attack. At any time, you can recall creatures or decompose them, which causes them to die. If you want to really improve on the End Dimension, then try out the Ender expansion pack. There's a lot included, with the biggest changes coming with the new biomes. You can find places like the Amethyst Forest, Warped Marsh, Shattered End, and Flesh Tundra, and more. The End should look a lot more colorful in general, with lots of new terrain, trees, and blocks spread throughout the dimension. When it comes to the Dragon Flight, you can expect it to be a bit harder, as the flight takes place at a bigger height. There's 2 more dragon crystals, and the dragon health was also doubled. The pack also implements the new End cities, which dramatically increase the size and design of them, which is a major improvement. There's even some new advancements in music. This pack is an update and merger of already existing data packs, but the developers made some changes of their own. With this data pack, there'll be over 360 different mob heads added to your world. They represent all creatures in the world, like creepers, villagers, parrots, and more. When you kill a creature, it will have a small chance of dropping its head, but you can change the setting yourself so that they can always drop. The reason that there's so many is because the different variants of villagers and zombie villagers, who have different skins depending on the biome they spawn in. But either way, collecting these heads and displaying them is going to be a great addition to the game. Spellbound Weapons adds 16 new weapons to Minecraft, which consist of swords, daggers, staffs, bows, and crossbows. They have different ways of being obtained, as some can be dropped by mobs, and most of them have small chances of spawning in chests. Like other data pack weapons, they have different effects. Some examples are the Blazing Sword, which will cast out a line of fire, The Bone Wand will allow you to summon bone blocks from thin air, which could be good for escaping bad situations, and the Blowgun will allow you to deal poison damage to hit targets. The Zombie Apocalypse pack will make major changes to zombies. Firstly, there's a lot of different types they can spawn as, which includes the Brute, Mutant, Protector, King, Chaser, and Builder. Some of them have unique abilities, like the Builder, who will actually place blocks to bridge towards you, or the King, who will give stats boosts to all other zombies in a 100-block radius. From now on, zombies will also pick up items, break down doors, and have a chance of spawning with boosted stats, like extra speed or damage. They're going to be a lot more of a threat instead of slowly walking towards you like they normally do. To get started with this pack, you should first craft the jewelry station from 3 iron nuggets, an iron block, 2 yellow wool, and 1 red wool. Before you can work with it, you'll need to collect gems, which can be obtained by killing mobs, mining different blocks, or searching chests inside of locations like villages. You'll also need to craft the base items from either iron, gold, or copper, and you can craft bracelets, rings, and necklaces. There are 7 different gems, and when combined with your jewelry, they can give effects like increased movement speed, jump height, or damage over time. You can read about all the gems and their locations on the Datapack page. With extended fishing installed, you can expect to catch a lot more items when fishing than what you normally would. There's over 50 added items from vanilla Minecraft, and it includes the likes of enchanted items, horse armor, feathers, string, leather items, shields, and more. There's different rarities for the items you catch too, so it's not exactly overpowered. There's also a chance to catch a school of fish or fishing crates. Now you can craft a grappling hook from an ender pearl and tripwire. It's a pretty simple pack. When you hold the grappling hook, you can right-click to fire it, and you'll be pulled towards the block. It doesn't move too fast as it prevents you from taking any fall damage, and the range isn't too far either. Another simple pack I really like is Run Faster on Grass Paths. Just like you've guessed, it increases your movement speed over path blocks. It's a great feature and something I wouldn't mind seeing added to regular Minecraft, as it really gives you an incentive to path between locations. You'll be able to add some of the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's with this pack. It includes Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Vanessa, and you'll be given spawn eggs when you type the reload command. Their first mode is Performance Mode and allows you to place them on powered note blocks, which gives them some cool static animations. If you place them on Soul Soil, then they'll enter Haunted Mode. Throughout the day, they'll stand still, but during the night, they'll hunt and attack. They have some special attacks like Chica will throw potions of hunger at you, and Bonnie will strum his guitar when he's close, which will send you into the air. But you can cancel these animations by attacking at the right time. I think the scariest part of Haunted Mode is when the animatronics will actually crawl through 2-block-high gaps to chase you, and they all have a chance of spawning naturally. Vanessa can be traded with for some plushies, which can be placed down for decoration. Easy Rope Ladders adds a really useful feature. When a ladder is placed down, you can throw more ladders at it, which turns it into a rope ladder. It's very useful as these rope ladders don't need to be resting against another block. And you can also throw entire stacks at once to speed up the process. It's going to be great for exploring, especially in the new Caves and Cliffs update. The Amethyst Golem is a new creature which can spawn in the Dripstone Cave biome, and it's hostile. You'll want to be very careful around it as it deals a lot of damage, and has lots of health too. It has 2 different attacks, as it can do direct hits or summon amethyst crystals below you, which deal damage. If you kill the golem, then you'll receive the amethyst core. This can be combined with a trident to turn it into an amethyst wand, which you can use to damage enemies in an 8-block radius with amethyst crystals. It's also worth noting that it doesn't work on undead enemies. The Beekeeper is a new villager who you'll find spawning naturally at villages, and they even come with a new structure, which is the apiary. Like other villagers, you can trade with the Beekeeper to trade items like honey, flowers, and bee nests, but they also sell populated beehives, a new type of beehive which comes already with bees. You can turn regular villagers into beekeepers by placing down a beehive and having them interact with it. One thing I want to mention about this pack and the next 2 packs is they link back to CurseForge. You need to download 2 files from the page, which is the data pack and resource pack. Ravager Jockey allows you to ride Ravagers, and to get started you'll need to get a goat horn, which can be dropped from goats. You'll also need to craft a rabbit on a stick from a fishing rod and a raw rabbit. When you interact with a Ravager's back, you'll be able to ride them, but it might be difficult as they still attack as you get close. Using the rabbit on a stick, you can control the direction of the Ravager, and the goat horn plays a cool sound and tells the Ravager to attack. Better Interior gives access to quite a few useful mechanics, and you'll need to craft the carpeting table from 4 planks and 2 sticks to get started. The first item is the posing armor stand. It has arms, so can also be equipped with holdable items. When you get close enough, you can press Shift to change the pose, through 15 different presets. There's also dolls, which can be posed too, and they're smaller versions of armor stands. If you place either of these items on a lodestone, then they'll rotate towards the player, or if you throw a splash potion of invisibility onto them, then the base will become invisible. Likewise, you can throw splash potions of invisibility onto item frames to achieve the same effect. There's also fixed paintings inside the carpeting table, and these allow you to choose any painting you like, without relying on the luck factor. Ladder Cart allows your mine carts to go up ladders completely vertical. It's incredibly useful and works on all your cart types. You'll no longer need to build long, complex rail systems, and it's also going to save you a lot of iron ingots in crafting recipes. That covers 20 data packs that I really liked from the past month. There were a lot more than 20 releases, but these are definitely some of the coolest. I've covered more data pack videos on my channel, as well as tons of mods and resource pack videos too, so make sure to check those out if you haven't already.